raises her record to 7-4. The pitching matchup in the second game, we will see Middletown High School grad McKenna Barlow get the start here for Curry College. McKenna has a record of 1-1. She has an earned run average of 1.26. She has worked 16 2/3 innings, allowed 12 hits, 8 runs of which 3 were earned. She has struck out 12 and walked 4 in her 16 2/3 innings. For the limited pitching she's done very well, and she'll get the start against Salve in this one, and she'll get to pitch in front of her parents, in front of her former coach, Robin Ramey, and some of her former teammates who are here to watch this game. I don't know that they knew she would pitch when they got here. We didn't, but sure enough, McKenna Barlow is your starting pitcher for Curry in game number 2, Mr. Gizzi.
One stat we mentioned in the first game was the star pitcher for the Curry team had a batting average against her of only 191. Taylor Ahern was impressive with that number. McKenna Barlow's is even better, Bob. Opponents are only hitting 176 against McKenna. Granted, she's only had about 16 innings, and we're not sure how good of a team that was that she faced in those games, but she's been impressive so far early in this season.
And she gets a chance from her head coach, Bruce Weckworth, to be the starter in this game, and Salve will counter with Dominique Burnham. They often use Dominique in the second half of doubleheaders, so she has worked a good number of innings here. Her record is 4-5. Her earned run average is 4.15. She has worked a total of 52 1/3 innings, allowed 59 hits. Of the 37 runs against her, 31 are earned, and in her 52-plus innings, she has struck out 46, but she has also walked 22. So a little bit of a concern there about the control of Dominique Burnham. And it might also be possible that, depending on how things go, we might see Kelsey Borman get in there and pitch, as she did yesterday. Kelsey has a 2-4 record and a 4.14 earned run average, but every now and then Jess DiPolito gets her in there on the mound like she does with Dominique. So we'll see how that works out here as Dominique is out there taking her warm-ups right now. The lineup for Salve in this game is pretty much identical to their first game, the only exception being the pitcher, of course, and that is Dominique Burnham. She won't be batting. We'll again see Nikki Bukowski as the designated player to bat for the pitcher. And on, as we said, on the Curry side of it, you've got McKenna Barlow in there, but there's been a few other changes, and we'll cover those as they come along, because we're about to get this game started. I'm glad you stayed with us on WADK and WADK.com. Megan Flaherty, Amy Nolan, and Ariel LaRosa will be the starting top 3 of the order here for Curry College, same as it was in the first game. The changes that occur happen after the cleanup batter, Marissa Bruno. Okay, so Dominique Burnham's going to get ready to pitch here to Megan Flaherty, the senior shortstop who really impressed us in the first game with her defense. She starts out hitting left-handed, but doesn't always stay that way. And Megan Flaherty takes the first pitch for ball 1. In the first game, Megan went 2 for 3. Got 2 of those 5 hits. Leading hitter on the team at 432 coming into the doubleheader. Takes the next pitch up high, and it's 2-0 to Megan, who will be followed by Amy Nolan and Ariel LaRosa.
2 infield hits for Megan last game. Little slap and a nice bunt.
Dominique Burnham on the mound. Sophomore out of Scarborough, Maine. Throws another pitch high and outside, and she gets behind Megan Flaherty, 3-0. None of those pitches was that close.
Did we ever see a 3-0 count in the first game?
I don't. Oh, we might have won. There's a slap attempt at a pitch that is a strike, 3-1. I think maybe once from Megan Ahern.
Tries to slap her way on going after a 3-0 pitch, doesn't get it. And as Bob mentioned, she switches around to bat right now. She's not going to slap on a 3-1 pitch.
She pops it up in the air. Diving catch made by the third baseman, Kara O'Reilly. Nice play by Kara to deprive Megan Flaherty of a sure bunt single. diving catch by Kara.
Well, once she saw Megan square around, Kara charged in from third. Little pop-up just high enough for Kara to make the grab. One down. Keep Megan Flaherty off the bases.
By the way, Ken Miller calls the balls and strikes in this game, and Tim Paquette does the bases. And there's a pitch right in there for a strike to Amy Nolan. Amy, sophomore, center fielder out of Norfolk, Mass. She started the day with a .290 batting average. In the first game, Amy went 1 for 3. Bats lefty. Tries to bunt, offers at it, doesn't get it, and is down on the count 0-2. Ariel LaRosa waits on deck. And feel that wind pickup in this game, Mr. Gizzy. Can you sense the difference?
No, I'm still feeling the sun, thank you.
Okay. 0-2 pitch. Slapped at, fouled off. Amy stays alive at 0-2.
And Bob mentioned third baseman Kara O'Reilly with that fine play, and the rest of the Salve defense, as we mentioned, is the same, which means Marissa Simpson at short, Jenna Dean at second, Lauren Fountain over at first.
Changeup is inside as Amy Nolan runs up but holds back. 1-2.
And Jen Benoit, the catcher again. And in the Salve outfield, Sarah Nelson in left, Lexi Susi in center, and Katie Napier in right.
Next pitch is just a little outside, and it goes to 2-2. On every pitch, Amy Nolan is running up in the batter's box from the left-handed side as if getting ready to slap at it. Dominique Burnham on the mound with the pitch. That's outside, and it goes to a full count, 3-2. Dominique, the young sophomore, looking in. And the pitch. Slapped at, hit on second base. Jenna Adeen's there to scoop it up, make the throw. 2 down.
Slapped by the pitcher, but right at Jenna Dean, who was not deep at all. Easy play for her to throw out Amy Nolan. 2 up, 2 down. Curry first inning.
Ariel LaRosa will step in now, the junior third baseman from Saugus, Mass. Began the doubleheader with a .330 batting average. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play over the dugout first base side where Curry is. Ariel in the first game 0 for 3. Solid right-handed batter. Up against Dominique Burnham here in the second half of the doubleheader. Dominique's ready, and here is the pitch. Inside and low. 1-1. Dominique getting ready and waiting. Long delay in between pitches. And here it comes. Down low. 2-1. At the plate, Ariel LaRosa. On deck is Marissa Bruno. In the top of the first inning, there's a hard shot down between third and short. Solid single here with 2 outs for Ariel LaRosa to keep the first inning alive.
Yeah, that ball hit very hard between short and third. No chance for the infielders. 2-out single by LaRosa. Is there any technology equipment that Ed Habershaw doesn't have?
That's
He was just,
interesting question.
filming the last batter.
Marissa Bruno takes a look at ball 1. Strike 1, says Ken Miller on a delayed basis. Marissa Bruno, the freshman left fielder, leading the team and the conference in home runs with 8. Best on the team with RBIs. Second in the conference in RBIs with 30. Went 1 for 3 in the first game. Swing sends a high fly ball deep right center field. Drifting back and making the catch is right fielder Katie Napier. And that will end the first inning. A runner stranded, 1 hit for Curry, but nothing across. We're going to the bottom of the first. Salve's coming up after this. limited action. 12 strikeouts at 16 2/3 innings, only 4 walks. Getting her chance here to pitch in her homeland area here. She'll be looking at Lexi Susi, Nikki Bukovsky, and Jenna Adine, the top third of that Salve order in the bottom half of the first inning. I'm still thinking about that Ed Habershaw question, and I can't think of a piece of modern technology that he doesn't have.
He breaks out a 2003 camera.
I don't know that was the year. But, all right. Again, Curry in their deep purple jerseys with the white lettering and white outline numerals. Black pants. Salve, of course, in the home whites with a little bit of green and blue trimmed lettering and numerals. Here's Lexi Susi to start it off. Had a quiet game in the opener. Shows a bunt but pulls it back, takes ball 1.
And it was quiet.
Yeah, she went 0 for 4, which, believe me, is a rare performance for Lexi. Even in her freshman year, she has proved herself quite the leadoff hitter. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes one low. 2-0 from McKenna Barlow. Can't mistake McKenna when she's out there with that long red hair. Pulling back from another show of bunt is Lexi Susi, and she's ahead on the count 3-0.
Well, the first batter in the top of the inning, Burnham fell behind 3-0 and came back. Can McKenna do it?
And there's a strike. 3-1 to Lexi, the freshman out of Northeastern Mass, who started off the day with a .323 batting average, but that's dipped quite a bit, going 0 for 4. Swinging a foul. Right at home plate. 3-2 now.
Colonel infield, Ariel LaRosa at third again. Megan Flaherty, impressive at short, is back there. Paige Smigel at second, and a new first baseman in the second game, Abby Maycumber.
Pitch. Up high. Ball 4. Lexi Sousa draws a leadoff walk from McKenna Barlow. Here's Nikki Bukovsky now. She had herself a great first game. 3 for 3 for the freshman. Left-handed hitter, designated player. Shows bunt, offers bunt, doesn't get it. Throw down to first, not in time.
And the Colonel outfield, Marissa Bruno was on the left this game. She played right first game. Amy Nolan again in center, and Kelly Duggan in right field.
Left-handed hitting Nikki Bukovsky offers a bunt at this one and doesn't get it. And mad at herself for perhaps not the best bunt attempt that she's ever made. 0-2 now. McKenna Barlow in front of Nikki Bukovsky, the freshman from Westport, Connecticut. Now 13 for 32 on the season. Half swing, pop up, shortstop area. Megan Flaherty takes care of it. 1 down.
And the first baseman in the first game for Curry, and the carrier is the catcher in this ball game.
1 down, and Jenna Adine steps in. One of the senior captains, second baseman. Right-handed hitters, it's a slow roller down that third baseline. LaRosa charges, throws, gets it there in time. Down to second base goes Lexi Susi.
Oh, nice play again shown to us by the defensive infield by both teams in this game. In this case, Ariel LaRosa. Good charge, and we've said it many times. Strong arm gets thrown at first. 2 down. Lexi Susi went down to second base on that play.
So it's up to Jen Benoit, who looks at a pitch a little bit high for ball 1. Jen, the sophomore catcher, went 1 for 3 in the game, scored a run in the first half of this doubleheader. Swings, and that's chopped foul up the third base line, and it'll be 1-1. At the plate, Jen Benoit out of Swampscott, Mass. .329 average coming into the doubleheader. Swings and sends a line drive past the second baseman into right center field. That's going to roll for a while. Easily scoring Lexi Susi, and it went under the fence apparently for what would be a ground rule double.
Which means Lexi Susi will still be able to advance 2 bases. So she gets home. She started out at second base. 1-0 Seahawks on that RBI hit by the cleanup batter, Jen Benoit.
So Salve on the board first. Here's Kara O'Reilly, and she looks at strike one. The freshman third baseman. Started the day hitting .277. First game was a really good game for Kara. Takes that pitch on the outside corner. She's down 0-2. Kara had a double, a single, scored a run, and drove in a run. Going 2 for 2. Right-handed batter. Change up, bounces one right back to the mound to McKenna. Fires over to first. And that retires the side. But Seahawks do come up with a run on the RBI double by Jen Benoit. 1 inning done here in the second half of the Twin Bill, and Salve's up on Curry 1-0.
As he looks at his scorebook again, he's going to say...
What am I missing here, Ralph? I didn't score something. Marissa
flied out to right to end the first inning.
That's right. There we go. So, let me revamp what I just said. Kelly Duggan will lead it off, then Sarah Stone, then Paige Smeagol. The 5, 6, 7 part of the order. We'll catch up. Kelly Duggan bats from the right side. Freshman, right fielder. Dominique Burnham throws a pitch outside. Kelly's from Norwood, Mass. .250 batter on the season. Waiting for Dominique Burnham, who throws a strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
You know, the difference in that first inning, Bob, was Burnham fell behind the leadoff batter 3-0, but got her out. McKenna Barlow fell behind 3-0, walked her, and she scored the only run of the game.
There's a shot deep to right field. It's way back. Amy Napier is watching it go over the fence. And Kelly Duggan jumped up at first base when she realized what she had just done.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Kelly Duggan comes through with a home run, her first home run of the season and the first of her college career. And it ties it up at 1-1.
Wow, what a blast to right field. And that's the first run of the day for the Curry Colonels. Solo home run, Kelly Duggan.
Katie Napier went back, but she eventually just stopped and turned and watched as it went over straight away in right field for a solo homer for Kelly Duggan. 1-1 the score. Here's Sarah Stone now, batting in the number 6 spot. Sarah looks at a strike. Sarah is the designated player in this game. She is hitting. McKenna Barlow, the pitcher, is not. Right-handed batter out of Littleton, Mass. Pitch. Swing and a foul off the screen up the first base side. It's 0-2. A .222 hitter on the season is Sarah Stone. 4 for 18 to be exact. Dominique Burnham on the line, on the mound. There's another foul runner, and it's 0-2. On deck is Paige Smeagol. Well, that was torture.
They didn't stop.
They didn't. Two young ladies walked by with 2 boxes of pizza. Right past the old guys. That pitch misses. 1-2.
Gonna be hungry for 6 more innings now. Wow.
Yes, we'll have to make sure this game moves along so Mr. Gizzy can get home and watch the rest of the Masters. 1-2 pitch. Little looping foul down the first baseline. Still 1-2 to Sarah Stone with Paige Smeagol on deck.
And now I have to watch them either.
Well, you could always watch the game, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. Over here.
There's an idea.
Over here. I'll catch her.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sarah Stone, strikeout victim number 1 for Dominique Burnham. So with 1 down, 1 in on the solo homer by Kelly Duggan that started the second inning. Paige Smeagol will step up.
I figured Dominique's so upset she gave up a home run. She's going to strike out every other batter the rest of the game.
Smeagol takes ball 1. Paige, senior captain, second baseman, .313 hitter, coming into the doubleheader in the first game. Let's see, Paige was 1 for 3. Bats from the right side. Swings and sends a ground ball up the middle. That'll find its way into center field past the diving attempt of shortstop Marissa Simpson. And there's 1 on with 1 out now for Curry in the top of the second.
3 hits already for the Cardinals. 1 out in the second inning.
They had a total of 5 in the first game against Nicole Perry. Abby Maycomber steps in now, the junior first baseman from Milton, Mass. Didn't have to travel far to go to school. Takes a strike. Abby, a .282 average on the season, batting from the right side. Dominique Burnham on the mound. The pitch. That's going to get the outside corner. It's 0-2 to Abby Maycomber. Right-handed hitting junior stepping in with Paige Smeagol down at first and 1 out. And a run across here in the top of the second. Pitch is high, and it's 1-2. Waiting on deck is Heather Carrier. Pitch outside, low. 2-2.
Burnham's attempt at a change-up fell way short of the plate.
All right, Dominique is ready, and the pitch. Inside, apparently, 3-2. Very close pitch there. Down at first base, Paige Smeagol. Here's the pitch. Pop foul off the screen. Remains full, 3-2. Doubleheader of college softball action here on WADK and WADK.com. Waiting at the plate, Abby Maycomber. Dominique's pitch. In there. Call. Strike 3 on the inside corner.
Awful good pitch. Second strikeout of the inning for Burnham. 2 down now as the number 9 batter steps up.
That would be Heather Carrier. She played first base in the first game but did not hit. Now she's the catcher in this game, and she is hitting in the number 9 spot. Senior from Scarborough, Maine. The pitch. That is just outside for ball 1. We'll take our time with Ken Miller, the home plate umpire. Sometimes he kind of delays that call until he's absolutely sure. 1-0 pitch. That's in there. No doubt about that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Heather, who has not had too productive of a season at the plate. She's only batting .091. But a chance here with a runner on and 2 down for Heather Carrier. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, and apparently she offered at it. Ball got away from catcher Jen Benoit just a little bit, enough to get the runner down to second.
You're right, she didn't go for it, so the count's now 1-2 on Heather.
Pitch kind of bounced in there. And now calling timeout at the plate is Heather Carrier. Get herself reset. She's down on the count 1-2. There are 2 down. Now the runner, Paige Smeagol's at second. And Dominique Burnham goes back to work. Misses high. 2-2. Her head coach, Bruce Weckworth, in that third base box. The pitch, hopped out of play behind home plate. And it's still 2-2 to Heather with the leadoff hitter, Megan Flaherty, on deck. Coaching down to the third base seems to be the pitching coach, Andrea Bagley. All right, a 2-2 pitch again. Fouled out of play behind the Salve dugouts, third baseway, and it is still 2-2 to Heather Carrier. Here in the top of the second, Curry scored a run. Got another runner in scoring position. The pitch, outside and low. Nice job by Jen Benoit to not let that one get by. And we go to a full count now to Heather Carrier. Dominique Burnham is ready. Here's her pitch. Line drive, center field, well struck, but drifting over and making the catch is Lexi Susi, drifting into right center field to take that line drive and possible hit away from Heather Carrier. But the run does score on the leadoff home run by Kelly Duggan, her first of her college career. It's 1-1, Salve and Curry. Back with more after this. To the bottom half of the second inning we go here, with the Seahawks coming up with Sarah Nelson, Lauren Fountain, and Marissa Simpson to face Middletown's McKenna Barlow here in the second inning. 1-1 is our score.
Berlou's doing pretty good. You're right back there. He's done this before a few times, I think.
Mr. Berluti is masterful. Sarah Nelson steps in now to lead it off. Senior captain, left fielder, left-handed hitter. And takes a strike up around the letters for strike one. Sarah started the day hitting .359. In the first game, she went 2 for 3, driving in a run and scoring a run. And ducks out of the way of ball one, 1-1. Senior out of Bristol, Connecticut. Good solid hitter up there. Sarah Nelson swings and fouls that one off just up the plate a little bit. 1-2. Lauren Fountain's waiting on deck. Salve hoping to come away with a doubleheader sweep. It's not easy to do against a team of Curry's caliber. 1-2 pitch, low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Sarah Nelson as McKenna Barlow, the Middletown High grad, works on the mound here in game number 2. Pitch up high, 3-2. Former coach Robin Ramey and some teammates here to watch her, see how she does. Here's the pitch. There's a little shot toward third, slowly rolls to Ariola Rosa, but her throw is going to be in plenty of time to retire Sarah Nelson.
Ariel playing fairly close to the line. Had no trouble picking that ball up, and we mentioned it a couple of times already today. She's got a strong arm. Quick out here in the second inning.
Stepping in now, the number 7 batter in the order here for Salve in this game, Lauren Fountain, the freshman first baseman from Cheshire, Connecticut. Looks at strike one. Lauren in the first game, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Start of the day, batting .200. The pitch. There's a shot off the foul pole down the third base line. And Lauren's behind on the count, 0-2. Marissa Simpson on deck. Freshman McKenna Barlow getting a chance to go to work here for Curry College. Here it comes. Ground ball towards second. Schmiegel there, makes the easy play. 2 down. This is McKenna Barlow's 6th appearance of the season. She is the number 3 pitcher behind Taylor Ahern and Jennifer Lundstrom. Marissa Simpson steps in now for Salve, senior captain, shortstop. Looks at a pitch up a little bit high. Marissa out of Brimfield, Massachusetts. Went 2 for 3 in game number 1. Drove in a run. Swings and sends a slow roller toward the middle. Charged by Schmiegel. Picks it up, doesn't get it there in time. Beating it out is Marissa Simpson.
Marissa showing good speed on that ground ball. Gets a 2-out infield single.
Didn't go far, but it took a while to get where it was going. That allowed the speedy Simpson to make it down to first base with 2 outs.
Salve's 2nd hit of the ball game.
Katie Napier batting in the number 9 slot, the freshman right fielder, stepping in now. Been a slap hitter all day and runs up to take a look at strike 1 right there. Out of Medford, Mass. comes Katie Napier, who went 0 for 3 in game number 1, dropping her below 300 after she started the day hitting .304. Slaps at this one, slow roller, third base way. La Rosa gloves it, throws, doesn't get it there in time. Speed of Katie Napier was the difference there.
And that's why Katie does slap hit a lot. She's in the left-hand box. She's got good speed. A little tap at La Rosa at third, who's fielded everything today. Napier's speed beats it out. 2 2-out singles keeps the Seahawks 2nd inning alive.
Brings up the top of the order in Lexi Susi, who drew a walk in the bottom of the first inning. Takes that pitch in there for a strike from McKenna Barlow. Lexi scored the Salve run in the bottom of the first on a ground rule double by Jen Benoit. Pitch, swing and a foul. Right at home plate, and it's quickly 0-2 to the freshman Lexi Susi.
That's why coaches don't like walks, Bob. We've had 1 walk all day, and that 1 walker has scored.
Pitch, changeup, swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice pitch from McKenna Barlow to fool Lexi Susi and end the top half of the 2nd inning. Excuse me, the bottom half of the 2nd inning. And we have completed 2 innings, and we are in a 1-1 tie on WADK and WADK.com. Coming up empty. I hate when that happens. Top half of the 3rd inning. Curry at the plate to face Dominique Burnham. And top of the order's up, and Megan Flaherty. Starting right off, batting right-handed, by the way. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Megan, her first time up, tried to bunt her way on, but a diving catch by a charging Kara O'Reilly prevented that from happening. The senior shortstop is ready, and the pitch. There's a fly ball center field, but Hardly moving. It's your center fielder, Lexi Susie, to make the catch. The always dangerous Megan Flaherty is retired, and here comes Amy Nolan up. What'd you come up with over there, Mr. Gizzy?
I forgot already. We have a Rogers baseball game on Thursday, and we have a Middletown baseball game on Friday.
Okay. The pitch. Low and outside to Amy Nolan. Amy, first time up, grounded out to second. That Friday game I know is Middletown and Coventry.
Rogers is hosting West Warwick.
The West Warwick game at 3:45. Pitch is a ball to Amy Nolan for a 2-0 count. So 3:45 Thursday, Rogers West Warwick at Cardines. Friday at 4 o'clock, Middletown hosting Coventry. High school baseball coming up at the end of the week. Bunt attempt is fouled off the screen behind home plate. It's 2-1 to Amy Nolan, sophomore center fielder. Bats from the left side, trying to get something started here for Curry in the top of the third, in a 1-1 tie. Dominique Burnham on the mound. Gets called strike 2, 2-2. Amy, another one of those possible slap hitters, was running up on that pitch but took it all the way. And it's evened up at 2-2. The pitch. There's a line foul right at her head coach in the third base coach's box. And it remains 2-2 with Ariel LaRosa waiting on deck. A lot of good hitters on this Curry team, and a lot of them are coming up in this inning. Already had Megan Flaherty. She flied out. Got Amy Nolan now with a 2-2 count. Ariel LaRosa on deck. Change up inside. 3-2. Salve winning the opening game 4-0. We're even up at 1 in this one. Early on. Dominique Burnham with the pitch. Slap toward third. Scooped up by O'Reilly. Fires across the diamond, and plenty of time to retire Amy Nolan.
And again, the third baseman, Cara O'Reilly, in this case, almost right on the line. He had no trouble fielding that ball. Good throw. 2 down.
Brings up Ariel LaRosa, who placed a hard single between third and short her first time up in the first inning. 1-for-1, obviously. Right-handed hitting junior third baseman. Takes a look at strike 1. Ariel's out of Saugus, Massachusetts. Standing at the plate and waiting for Dominique Burnham. Swings and fouls it off. And down on the count now is Ariel LaRosa, 0-2. 2 down, nobody on here. Top of the third inning. 1-1 is our score. An afternoon of college softball for you live on WADK and WADK.com. Sophomore Dominique Burnham on the line, on the brown rather. There's a little, somehow a hit into center field. That was a golf swing right there by Ariel LaRosa, because that pitch was almost in the dirt, and she went down and got it and lined it into center field.
Well, I was right, very close to hitting the ground, only a few inches off the ground, looping a little line drive into center field. Hit number 4 for the Colonels.
Ariel is 2 for 2 now. 2-out single brings Marissa Bruno to the plate. Flied out to deep right field the first time up. Always a power threat is Marissa. Swings at the first pitch, goes up the middle and gets through into center field. And charged quickly out there by Lexi Susie. Runners will be at first and second on back-to-back singles.
2-out rally by the Colonels here in the third inning. It's a 1-1 game. Batters number 3 and 4 do their job, get on base for Kelly Dugan. Duggan, I should say. What did she do last time, Bob?
Kelly got real excited her last time up as she jumped up on the first base bag as she rounded the bases with her first home run. And takes a strike. Whoa, okay. That looked like it was kind of high, but strike 1 is called on Kelly Duggan, the freshman from Norwood. Solo homer to right field, first time up. Skips out of the way of an inside fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ariel LaRosa down at second. Marissa Bruno at first. And on the mound is... No, not Marissa. Yes, Marissa. Swing and a foul. That'll be out of play. 1-2 to Kelly. 2 outs with 2 on here in the top of the third for Curry and a 1-1 tie. 1-2 the count now to Kelly Duggan.
Hey, let's go, 3-1, let's go.
There's the pitch. Change up outside. 2-2. Sarah Stone waiting on deck if she gets the chance. Duggan ready. So's Dominique Burnham. Here it comes. Strike 3 call. Good hard fastball in there by Dominique. That retires Kelly Duggan, and that retires Curry. They strand a couple of runners. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's Curry 1 and Salve 1. Jen Benoit. Facing Middletown's own McKenna Barlow. It looks like she's having a good time out there on the mound with her teammates.
Now batting for the Key Hawks.
Probably a little nervous with so many fans here for the first time, probably, as a Curry pitcher.
And Nikki Bukowski at the plate. We'll take a look at ball 1. Nikki popped out to the shortstop her first time up. Being used as the designated player. A left-handed hitting freshman. Takes that pitch for a strike, and it's 1-1.
It's the only time she got out, Bob, last year.
Yeah. Perfect in that first game. 3 for 3. The pitch up in the zone and a little bit out of the zone. It's 2-1.
Well, most effective off-speed pitch by either pitcher today. McKenna thought it was right in there. I think it fooled the umpire more than anybody else.
2-1 pitch in the dirt. And Nikki's ahead of the count, 3-1. Jenna Adine on deck in the bottom of the third in a 1-1 tie. Nikki very slim of stature. Takes the strike on the inside corner. Shakes her head in agreement. 3-2. McKenna Barlow on the mound is all set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nikki Bukowski is out number 1.
And strikeout number 2 for McKenna.
That'll be 2 in a row, as a matter of fact. After the strikeout, her entire infield comes over to the mound and gives her congratulations and then goes back. As Jenna Adine steps in now, the senior second baseman. Grounded out to third her first time up. Looks at ball 1. Jenna started the afternoon at .429. First game she was hitless in 3 at-bats. She's now 0 for 4 for the entire day. Ground ball back to the mound on a hop. McKenna makes the throw easily to retire Jenna Adine.
Well, hit fairly hard, but 1 hop right back to McKenna. Plenty of time to throw her out, 2 down.
Much to the pleasure of her former head coach, Robin Ramey. Gotta like what she sees from her student. And let's see, we've got Jen Benoit coming up right now. She came up in the first inning and stroked a ground rule double to right center field. That was slid under the fence, but it was enough to deliver Lexi Susi with the Salve run. Here she comes now with nobody on and 2 down in the bottom of the third. Right-handed hitting Jen Benoit looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Jen 1 for 3 in the first game, 1 for 1 in this game, a 2 for 4 day so far for the sophomore catcher. Looks at that pitch on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Ken Miller calling the balls and strikes in this game. Tim Paquette doing the bases. They kind of flip-flop from game number 1.
It Habishore on the scoreboard too, Bob.
Oh, yeah?
Does everything.
Swing and a foul off the end of the bat that time by Jen Benoit. 1 and 2 is the count.
He's just looking for more equipment to handle. Finding it.
1 and 2 the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ball comes loose though, so they'll make the throw down to first and make it official. Jen Benoit is a strikeout victim. 2 strikeouts that inning for McKenna, 3 on the afternoon. And we've completed 3 innings. And we've got a 1-1 tie between Curry and Salve on WADK and WADK.com. Strikeouts, no walks. She improves to 7 and 4. Salve improved to a conference record of 11 and 2 with that victory. Curry, with that loss in the first game, goes to 7 and 4 and looking to split this doubleheader if they can. 1-1 score after 3 innings. And on the mound, Dominique Burnham will get ready to work to the Colonels here in the top half of the 4th inning.
And the Colonels will send up 6, 7, 8 hitters in the 4th inning, which means Sarah Stone, the designated player or hitter for this Colonel team, hitting for the pitcher, McKenna Barlow, number 00. Strikeout victim her first time, back in the 2nd inning. Dominique Burnham fires. Gets right in there for a strike call. Dominique has given up 5 hits through the first 3 innings. 1 run, a solo home run. Swung on a miss by Sarah Stone. She's down in the count 0 for 2.
Sarah's from Littleton, Mass, which is a chance for me to plug my son because that's where he lives with his family.
And that pitch is swung on and missed, and Sarah Stone goes down on strikes for the 2nd time. Total of 4 strikeouts right now for Dominique Burnham.
Come to think of it,
There's a basketball player on Salve from Littleton.
Yes, Jeff Bielefeld.
Bielefeld, yeah, very good.
Oh, I bumped into him the other day. That reminds me of something.
Line drive, center field, base hit. Paige jumped on that first pitch. She had a hit last time as well. She's down at first on a line drive single into center field.
I bumped into Jeff Bielefeld and Josh Holfelder yesterday or the day before.
You must have hurt yourself.
No.
You bumped into those guys. Oh,
they were nice to me. They were at Corrigan Financial, where they are working as interns.
Oh, really? Abby Maycover takes a pitch, ball 1. I thought they were investing their money. They're working for Danny Corrigan?
They're learning the trade from Corrigan, Dan Corrigan and company over there.
They're going to learn it.
Learning from the best.
Line drive foul, right field line. Abby Maycover, also a strikeout victim. 2nd inning. Counts 1-1 on Abby.
But before I forget it, I was mentioning my son Ryan and his family up in Littleton, Mass. Today is Stephanie Angel's birthday. Mrs. Angel is having her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Strike call to Abby Maycover, and she's down in the count, 1-2. Paige Schmiegel at first, 1 down. Colonel, fourth inning. 1-1 game. Game 2 of the day. Salve won the first game. Ground ball, one hop back to the mound. Burnham over to first to get the sure play. That's the second out. She didn't even think about going to second base, cut down the lead runner.
No.
So therefore, Paige Smiegel's down at second now with 2 down.
Not sure she could have gotten to Smeagol, who got a nice jump after the contact, and that would have been close if she'd gone there.
Had the carrier. Next Colonel batter, this is number 9 spot. Fake scoring around, takes it off the glove of the catcher, Jem Benoit. And going over to third now is Paige Smeagol. And that's why you try to knock down the lead runner as often as you can, Bob. All of a sudden, there's a runner on third, 2 down. Next pitch to Heather's in there for a strike call.
Well, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say the count's 1-1.
And if you're Dominique Burnham, you'd like to get it right here because your leadoff hitter, Megan Flaherty's on deck, and I don't know if you want to have her come up with a runner at third.
Heather takes a pitch inside, ball 2.
Here you've got Heather Carrier, whose batting average starting the game was .091.
And she flied out last time, so she's probably in the the .080s right about now. Ground ball, third base way. Up with it is Carroll over to first in time. That retires the side, and the Colonels stranded a runner on third base. 3.5 innings of Cardines.
What? Excuse me?
How about, Ralph, look around. This is Topa Field, Free Booty Park. It's a 1-1 game. Just don't know the family.
And welcome back to Topa Field here as we bring you Salve Regina softball on a Sunday afternoon. Our thanks to Athletic Director Colin Sullivan for providing the sunshine after Habishaw brought the clouds. So we'd like to say thank you, Colin, for the fine work that you've done. Let's get Salve up here in the bottom of the fourth here, Mr. Gizzi.
Okay, Salve. Let's bat. Okay. Kara says, I'm up. Freshman third baseman, Kara O'Reilly. Tap back to the pitcher to end the first inning. Takes pitch outside, ball 1. Kara 2 for 3 in the first game. Number 5 spot in the Salve order, 5, 6, 7. Ground ball in the left field between short and third. Base hit, Kara O'Reilly, as the Seahawks get their leadoff batter on here in the home half of the fourth inning.
2 for 2 in the first game, 1 for 2 in the second game. Kara's enjoying her afternoon so far. Represents the go-ahead run now with nobody out, and now Jess DiPolito says, I'm going to do something right here. And what are you going to do? You're going to put up a pinch hitter?
Pinch runner.
Pinch runner. Okay, for Kara O'Reilly. We're going to put Melissa Figueiredo out there. Melissa Figueiredo, sophomore, doing some pinch running here for Kara O'Reilly.
As Sarah Nelson will be the next Seahawk batter. What has Sarah done? Sarah grounded out her first hand, tries to bunt, misses. Strike one. Sarah went 2 for 3 in the first game. Tried to bunt to get the pinch runner down to second base. Tries to square again, takes a very bad pitch in the dirt, and the wild pitch accomplishes what the sacrifice was going to do, as Melissa Figueredo goes down to second base on that wild pitch.
Do you still keep the bunt on and get her over to third, or do you let Sarah hit away?
And she was going to square again. To answer Mr. Angel's question, they're going to bunt it to third. I like 3 batters in a row to swing away, Bob, when I get a runner down to second. But they try to bunt her to third again. Nelson fouls it off. Counts 2-2 now to Sarah. Melissa Figueredo down at second base. No one out. Seahawk 4th inning. Sarah takes the next pitch high, ball 3. 1-1 game. Salve batting in the 4th. Pitch foul out of the play. Off, what is it? Middleton? Just missing a car.
Yeah, it's just up the road from Cardines. It's right over here to our left.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like a pitch was right in there. Sarah went after, didn't get it. 1 out here in the 4th inning, and 3 out of the last 4 outs have been strikeouts by McKenna Ballo. Lauren Fountain, next Seahawk batter, grounded out her first time. Freshman first baseman. 1 for 3 in the first game. Lauren takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Salve 1 run in the first. Curry tied it up with a run in the second on a solo home run. That's where we are, 1-1 in the 4th inning. Strike call to Lauren Fountain. 1-1 count. Number 7 batter, McKenna Ballo from Middletown. Fires. Good fastballs right in there. Strike 2 call, 1 and 2. Potential tie-breaking run down at second, 1 out. McKenna's pitch, change-up is hit to left field. Plenty of time for the left fielder, Marissa Bruno, to cruise over to make the grab. 2 down, no advance by the lead runner.
Pretty well hit there by Lauren Fountain, but right at Marissa Bruno out there in medium depth left field. So it'll leave it up to Marissa Simpson,
who came through last time with a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Takes a high strike call. Strike 1. Marissa 2 for 3 in the first game. And a single so far in this ball game. Goes after a pitch, doesn't get it. And all of a sudden, Marissa finds herself down 0-2.
Yeah, she was leaning away from the pitch and was on the outside portion.
Pitch is up and away, ball 1. McKenna Ballo looks fairly comfortable. I said she might have been a little nervous early, but she looks comfortable now. Slow ground ball to third base. Good hard throw made by Ariel LaRosa over third in time to end the Salve 4th inning. Seahawks get a runner down to second base, but she's stranded there. We've played 4 innings at, I'm looking at October Field. It's 1-1.
going to be Kelsey Borman taking over here for Salve in the 5th inning, trying to keep it the way it is, a 1-1 tie.
So 4 innings pitched for Dominique Burnham. She gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run. She had 4 strikeouts. First pitch by Kelsey's in there for a strike as Megan Flaherty tries to bunt left-handed, doesn't get it, so let's try batting right-handed now. 0 for 2 is Megan. Pitch, good fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. Megan down on 2. Dangerous Megan. 12 stolen bases leads this team. Not today though. And she takes strike 3 call. Nice start, Kelsey Borman. 3 pitches, 1 out. She gets her first strike.
Not easy to do that to Megan Flaherty, one of the top hitters in the conference. But that time, Kelsey pretty much overpowered her.
1 out. Colonel 5th inning. Amy Nolan. Looks like she wanted to run up and slap at it, but took it for a strike call. Amy's 0 for 2 in this slap approach of hers. Grounded out twice. But foul behind home plate area. 5 pitches by Kelsey. 5 strikes. Number 2 batter, center fielder. 0-2 pitch is taken a little low, ball 1.
That wasn't a ball by much, I'll tell you that. Kelsey, by the way, is a freshman out of North Dighton, Mass. Not that far away at all.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. She slaps at it, misses it, doesn't get it. Outside fastball. She's a strikeout victim. 2 in a row here to start the Colonel 5th inning. As we have the number 3 batter coming up. Ariel Rosa. Has impressed us at 3rd base today for the Colonels. Takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Ariel's 2 for 2 in this ball game. 2 singles. His after pitch looks a little outside, doesn't get it. 1-1 count. Single to left in the 1st inning. Single to center back in the 3rd inning. Swings and misses again. Kelsey, you're impressive so far.
She's keeping her pitches down low in the strike zone. Tough to hit down there.
Counts 1 and 2. That one's very wild,
that was
very short.
That was a little too low. Bouncing in front of the plate won't get you a strike.
2-2 count now in Ariel. 1-1 game, Colonel 5th inning. 2 quick outs. Line drive, right field, base hit. Ball hit very hard in the right field. Fielded out by Katie Napier. And Ariel LaRosa has her 3rd consecutive hit in this ball game. A single to left, a single to center, now a single to right.
Yes, very impressive display of hitting by Ariel, and let's see if Marissa Bruno can take advantage of it. Here's your conference home run leader, stepping up.
Number 4 hitter is 1 for 2 in this ball game. Ground ball slowly hit, backhanded by the pitcher over first, not in time. Slowly hit, left side, backhanded by Kelsey Bowman on the mound. By the time she threw to first, Bruno, the home run hitter, showing a little speed, beats it out for an infield hit. 2 on, 2 out for the Colonels.
I think I might have liked the chances if Kara O'Reilly had picked that up instead of the backhanded stab by Kelsey Borman.
Kelly Duggan, the home run hitter for the Colonels, takes ball 1. She homered back in the 2nd inning to tie the ball game up 1-1. She goes up on the count here, 2-0. So with 2 outs, Colonel's threatening now as the number 3 and 4 batters come through with base hits. Duggan goes after pitch, doesn't get it. Count goes to 2-1.
Well, Kelly was up in the 3rd inning with 2 on and 2 out. Took her call 3rd strike. Here she is again with 2 on and 2 out.
Kelsey Marmon fires, a little bit low, ball 3. Number 5 batter in the Colonel order. Ground ball hit hard right through the legs of the pitcher Kelsey Bowman into center field, and that's going to allow a run to score. That 2-out bouncer right through her legs allows Harry LaRoche to score from second base. The Colonels take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, that was right between the wickets. Kelsey just couldn't get her glove down in time. It was hit that hard, and it went right through the legs into center field, snapping that 1-1 tie.
That's where you hope that the pitcher can at least knock it down, but instead she'll probably get credit for an RBI single, her second hit of the ball game, and her second RBI, as we have a pinch hitter.
We do. Megan Leary is going to pinch hit again, which she did in the first game. She's going to pinch hit for Sarah.
Megan Leary, 12 for 32 when the day started, is pinch hitting for Sarah Stone, the designated player who bats for the pitcher. First pitch to Megan was a ball.
Well, Sarah Stone didn't have too much of a good time. She struck out twice against Dominique Burnham.
2 on, 2 out. Next pitch is foul, ground ball third base way. And it's a 1-1 count on the pinch hitter, Megan Leary.
Game of inches, eh, Mr. Gizzy?
Yep, just knocked that ball down and the inning's over. Ground ball back to the mound. This time she knocks it down and throws to first and gets the out. One play too late. Colonels come up with a run to break the tie here in the 5th inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. Curry will be right back.
With Curry up a 2-1 margin here after squeaking a run across the plate there on a hot shot up the middle. Let's see if Salve has an answer as they come up here in the 5th inning.
Number 9 batter, Katie Napier, will be the leadoff Seahawk here in the 5th inning. Infield base hit, her only at bat back in the 2nd. One of several freshmen, 5 to be exact, in this lineup. Runs up, takes a strike call.
Got a pinch hitter on the on-deck circle there, Mr. Gizzy.
Kidding?
Yeah.
Oh. There's the slap right in front of the plate. It's going to stay fair. Picked up by the catcher who realizes she's got no play. Had the carrier held on to the ball. Infield base hit again for Katie Napier. She goes down to first. That's hit number 5 for the Seahawks.
Here's Kelly Davin going to bat for Lexi Susi in the leadoff spot.
But you don't say that too often.
Lexi been struggling. She hasn't had a hit all day.
Kelly Davin. This is the leadoff spot. Like Bob said, Lexi struggling, 0 for 4 in the first game, 0 for 1 in this game, including striking out last time. McKenna Barlow's pitch is right in there, a strike call. So down to first that time. Kelly was up there trying to bunt the runner down to second base. Missed the pitch for a strike. Maybe that's why she's pinch hitting. Coach thinks she might be one of the better bunters. We'll see. She misses again, though. And quickly, Kelly, up there to sacrifice, has missed 2 chances. Counts 0-2.
Her batting average is .303. Now she's down 0-2.
Takes a high fastball away. 1-2.
She was doing a lot of DHing until Nikki Bukowski got really hot.
Pitch is high and away. Counts now 2-2. Salve, 5th inning, down a run. Ground ball foul, third base side. First time we've said that today. They're down 2-1 here. They won the first game 4-0. Kelly, a little right-hand batter. Ground ball, second base way. Charged by the second baseman, who throws to first to get the sure out. That happens, and almost as good as a sacrifice. Well, it is as good as a sacrifice route. Napier down to second base after that ground ball out. 1 down.
Well, the base runner, Katie Napier, had to run behind the second baseman, Paige Smeagol, so she wouldn't run into her. And Smeagol might have had a shot at her over there at second, but decided to get the sure out.
Nikki Bukowski, runner on second. She tries to square, but she takes a pitch for a ball low. Potential tying runner down at second. Napier, 1 down. 0 for 2 so far today. No one covers third, and Napier notices that when the batter squared, the third baseman charged way in, and Megan, the shortstop, a little delay getting over to third, and that's a stolen base for Napier. Over at third, 1 down. Again squaring, again fouling it off. Is Bukowski. Counts now 2-1 on Nikki.
That surprised me, now that the runner's at third.
Well, like I said, when I see a runner at second, I like to have all 3 batters have a chance of getting that run in. Now with a runner on third and 1 out, still see a bunt. Yep, there it is again. It's fair. It's down first base. The runner's thrown out at first, and then the return throw home, and the runner is out at home. The bunt certainly does not pay off. Runner on third, 1 out, and the Seahawks get nothing out of it. The double play by the Colonels ends the 5th inning. And after 5, Colonels 2, Seahawks 1.
Done. 2-1 Curry over Salve in game 2 of the doubleheader. We're going into the top of the 6th inning. And Kelsey Borman goes into her 2nd inning of relief and looks at the 7-8-9 part of the Curry order and throws strike 1 to Paige Smeagol, who has had a perfect game number 2, 2 for 2. One of the captains of this Curry team. Squares the bunt, offers at it, misses. 0-2. Pair of singles for Paige in this one. 1 for 3 in the first game. Comes out of Versailles, Connecticut. The pitch. Top foul. Still 0-2 to Paige Smeagol with Abby Maycumber to follow, and then Heather Carrier in the bottom third of the Colonel's order. Kelsey Borman the freshman on the mound. Change up. Hot foul over near Mr. Gizzy. Gets over his head. It's still 2-2.
Thankfully.
I think those reactions are slowing down a little bit there, Mr. Gizzy. I'm not sure, though.
More than a little.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball towards second. Jenna Adine scoops and throws. One down.
You know, you mentioned the hometown of some of these players as they get up as often as you possibly can. I noticed looking over the rosters, Bob, a little odd. Both teams combined, there's only one player from outside of New England.
First pitch is a strike call to Abby Maycomber, the junior first baseman out of Milton, Mass. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a grounder back to the mound. There's a slow roller off the mound is Kelsey, and she makes the throw in time to retire Abby Maycomber.
Who's from
Milton, Mass.
Milton, like you said, they don't stray too far from home, the roster of these two teams.
By the way, is that Lexi Susi back in center field?
I would guess.
She was re-entered, yes. Heather Carrier steps in now, the senior catcher, batting in the number 9 spot and looking at strike one. Heather's lined to center and grounded to third. Senior catcher. Played first base in the first game, comes from Scarborough, Maine. Swings and misses at a pitch down low and outside, and is down on the count 0-2. McKenna Barlow, the pitcher, is not hitting for Curry. 0-2 pitch, ground ball, knocked down. No, knocked down by the pitcher. The throw to first will not be in time, and reaching is Heather Carrier.
The ball was hit fairly hard by the pitcher off the glove of Kelsey Barlow. She'll get credit for an infield base hit. By the time it dribbled out to Marissa Simpson in short, she couldn't throw her out. So it's a 2-out infield single for Heather Carrier.
And brings the top of the order up in the person of Megan Flaherty. 0 for 3 in this game. Swings and misses at a pitch way low. Might be a little anxious, Megan Flaherty, who's looking for a hit here. She's got 2 in the first game, but hitless in this one. Senior shortstop. Takes the next pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1. Curry leads Salve here in the top of the 6th inning. This is where the dangerous hitters start coming up, one right after the other for a while. Swinging a ground ball to short. Scooped up by Marissa Simpson. She'll have to make the play to first. It won't be in time as she bobbled it over there at short and couldn't make a clean play, and 2 runners are on.
And once she bobbled it, it was over. She couldn't get the forced play at second, and she didn't have enough time to throw the runner at first. So that error, the first error of the ball game, keeps the Curry Colonel's 6th inning alive after 2 outs.
And here is Amy Nolan up now for the 4th time. She's 0 for 3. A pair of ground outs and a strikeout. Left-handed hitting sophomore. Looks at strike 1 from Kelsey Borman. Young freshman getting her workout here. Came on in relief after Dominique Burnham worked the first 4 innings. The pitch. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Amy Nolan, left-handed hitter. Facing Kelsey Borman on the mound with 2 on and 2 down here. Top of the 6th, swing and a miss. 1-2. Waiting on deck for her chances, Ariel LaRosa, who's having a perfect second game. Nolan waits. Pitch, a little bit low. 2-2. Kelsey Borman out of North Dighton, Mass. Just a freshman. Here's her pitch. Chopped foul, kind of a slap shot that Amy just got a piece of to stay alive at 2-2. Curry looking to add on to this narrow 2-1 advantage they have here in the top of the 6th inning. Choking up on the back quite a bit is Amy Nolan. Here's the pitch. Slaps at it, shortstop bound. Marissa Simpson scoops, throws in time. That retires the side. A couple of runners get stranded here And the score remains as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Curry 2, Salve 1. Boys and girls, to the bottom of the 6th we go. Jenna Adine, Jen Benoit, Kara O'Reilly, 3, 4, 5 part of the Salve order. Up against McKenna Barlow, Middletown High graduate of last year. Long red hair tied up in the braid. Has done a fine job. She gave up a run in the first inning on a ground rule double by Jen Benoit, and since then has shut out Salve while her team has built up that 2-1 advantage. Let's see how McKenna does here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, we mentioned it way back in the first inning. McKenna walked the first batter of the ball game that she faced, and that walker eventually hurt her and scored the only Salve run. She's been in control pretty much ever since. She's only given up 5 hits.
So Jenna Adine will lead it off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for Salve. Jenna 0 for 2 in this game, 0 for 3 in the first game. Talk about overdue. Here's the team's best hitter, Jenna Adine, taking ball 1 from McKenna Barlow. Jenna's grounded out twice, once to third, once back to the mound. Senior captain from Warwick, Rhode Island, swings and pops it up in the infield. Megan Flaherty going over to the second base side of the mound and makes the catch for an easy out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
She went over about 8 yards on the second base side and caught the ball right in front of the second baseman. Megan certainly in control of that infield. Quite a bit of range today. 1 quick out here in the 6th inning.
Jen Benoit steps in now, 1 for 2 with that ground rule double that drove in the run back in the first inning. Swings to the first pitch, grounded to short. Megan Flaherty with a quick release. And there's 2 up and 2 down in a hurry here for Salve in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Megan showing off her arm on that play again. 2 quick outs.
And here comes the Kara O'Reilly now up to the plate, batting in that 5 slot. Freshman third baseman, 1 for 2 last time up. A single to left, first time up, bouncer back to the mound. Pitch in the dirt is ball 1 to Kara. She started the day at 277. First game went 2 for 2. This game 1 for 2. A 3 for 4 day so far for Kara O'Reilly of Acton, Mass. Salve down 2-1. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down, nobody on. Right-handed hitting Kara O'Reilly at the plate. Takes a look at a ball outside. It's 2-0. McKenna Barlow on the mound for Curry. Getting one of her rare starts this year. Swinging a foul, bounced off home plate. 2-1. If she gets the chance, Sarah Nelson waiting on deck for the Seahawks. Both these teams coming off doubleheaders yesterday. Curry split theirs. Salve won both of theirs. That pitch is on the outside corner, 2-2. Salve, however, had to go 9 innings to win the first of their doubleheader yesterday, then 8 innings to win the second game against Western New England. The pitch. High pop-up foul territory, left field line, catchable and caught by Marissa Bruno. And it's 3 up and 3 down for Salve in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6 done. Here we go to the 7th with Curry leading Salve 2-1. Mr. Gizzy to ham it up.
We probably will have him. Good guess, Bob.
Lucky guess.
Yeah, I'll ham it up. You'll go. You'll make a trip to Westerly, I bet.
Good going. Those Westerly folks will be doing up a little Easter thing. Looking forward to that. All right, let's see what happens here in the top of the 7th inning. We're getting hungry all of a sudden. Ariel LaRosa, Marissa Bruno, Kelly Duggan.
No sudden for me, since that pizza went by 5 minutes ago.
All right, Ariel's up. She is 3 for 3, 3 singles. 1 to left, 1 to center, 1 to right. Swings at the first pitch, little pop-up around the infield. Second baseman Jenna Adine makes the catch a couple of feet away from second base bag. And a dangerous Ariel LaRosa is retired for the first time in this second game.
And quickly, 1 pitch.
All-important leadoff batter is retired. And here comes Marissa Bruno, who can put a run on the board in a hurry here. She's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, including an infield single last time up. Swings at the first pitch and will foul that out of play down the right field line.
Curry's had 10 hits in the first 6 innings. At least 1 hit every inning.
And they had a total of 5 in the first game, which Salve won 4-0. Pitch to Bruno. Ground off of Marissa's ankle. Oh, that hurts. And she is down on the ground right now. Marissa Bruno, the freshman. That thing came up and smacked her in the high ankle area. And I think she just needs a little okay, that's tender, coach. Don't touch me there. Just above the left ankle, where that one came back and hit her on the bone. And the question now is, can Marissa continue with an 0-2 count here? This is a really good softball player, Marissa Bruno. Started the day with a .405 batting average. Started the day as the leading home run hitter in the Commonwealth Coast Conference with 8. Second in the conference in RBIs with 30. And is being helped up. Trying not to put too much weight right away on that left foot. Very gingerly walking around the home plate area now.
I say, with a little weight on that foot, she's going to be fine. She's listed as an infielder, Bob. That's interesting. She played right field the first game, and she's playing left field here in the second game.
And she's trotting up the third baseline, seemingly able to do that.
That's a good example. She's ready to go.
She can't play first base, I know that. That's probably the infield position that she handles when she does that. Right now, she seems like she's okay if the coach will give her the bat back.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Coach, give me the bat. I'm ready to hit. Thank you. Let's go.
And Marissa Bruno will tough it out here in the top of the 7th inning. The count of 0-2. And the home plate umpire, Ken Miller, will help out a little bit by dusting off the plate. Give her a couple more seconds. And Marissa Bruno will step back in here with 1 out, nobody on, and she's down 0-2. And on the mound, Kelsey Borman gets ready. Here's the pitch. Line drive right field, drifting over Katie Napier. She'll make the catch. Right near the right field line and pretty deep right field. Marissa Bruno is retired.
Yep, just a little hard, but to the left of the right field of Napier, she tracked it all the way. 2 quick outs.
2 outs, nobody on. Kelly Duggan steps in. Kelly, 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. First time up, Kelly stroked a solo home run over the right center field fence. After a called third strike her second time up, she singled last time and drove in a run. Looks at that pitch, 1-1.
Which means she has both RBIs for the leading Curry team.
A .250 batter when she came into this game. 2 for 3 in this one. Swings and sends a slow roller down the third base line. O'Reilly with the throw, gets it there in time. Nice job by Kara to come charging in and get Kelly Duggan before she got to the bag. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kelsey Borman. And that gives Salve their last chance coming up now as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Salve trails Curry 2-1. In the 7th inning for Salve. See if we can pick up that first baseman. That would be, no, it's still Abby Maycomber. Still Abby. But there might be some other changes out in the outfield. Although it looks like Duggan is still out there in right field. Meanwhile, at the plate, Sarah Nelson will start it off for Salve. Scheduled after that, Lauren Fountain and Marissa Simpson. Left-handed hitting, senior captain Sarah Nelson, 0 for 2, swings at the first pitch, ground ball to second. Schmiegel has it, makes the throw, 1 pitch, 1 out. Sarah goes 0 for 3 in this one, went 2 for 3 in the first game. Lauren Nicholson is going to be pinch hitting here. Number 13, a junior from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. Lauren Nicholson will get a chance to bat here. She has a batting average of .323 on the season. And she is going to come up to bat for Lauren Fountain. Lauren Nicholson gets the call. The junior, backup catcher. While she was in there, Lauren Fountain was 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out.
New left fielder is number 5.
We do have a new left fielder for Curry. That's Michaela Corona. Went out there to play left field for Marissa Bruno. Pitch to Nicholson is ball 1.
Michaela played left field the first game. She's out there defensively now. As we know, Bruno hurt her ankle last inning, so defensively she's been replaced.
Next pitch is a ball, 2-0 to Lauren Nicholson, right-handed hitting junior. This is the number 7 part of the Salve order. They're down 2-1. Swing and a miss by Lauren. 2-1 now. McKenna Barlow on the mound trying to finish up a complete game victory here. She's only allowed 5 hits if she works in the 7th inning. Pitch. Changeup missed a little outside. 3-1. Marissa Simpson is on deck. Salve won the first game 4-0, but in jeopardy of having to settle for a split right here. Pitch. Swing and a miss again by Lauren Nicholson. And the count goes full, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. Salve batting in the bottom of the 7th. McKenna Barlow's pitch, swing and a miss, down low, it bounced in the dirt. Nice pickup by the catcher, Heather Carrier. Makes the throw down to first, 2 down.
Another strikeout for McKenna, number 5.
I think she noticed that Lauren was unable to make any contact with her low pitches, so she kept all of them low the last 3 times. Got the strikeout. Here's Marissa Simpson, last hope for Salve, 1 for 2. Left-handed hitting senior captain. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike from McKenna Barlow. Superb performance here for the Middletown High School grad. The pitch, down a little bit low, 1-1. If she gets the chance, Katie Napier waits on deck. At the bottom of the Salve order, in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 2-1. Pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marissa Simpson, a 300 hitter. But down on the count here. Barlow's ready, here it comes. Swinging, just fouling it off at the end of the bat was Marissa to stay alive at 1-2. Left-handed hitting Marissa Simpson. Steps back in. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. McKenna Barlow's ready. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 2-2. Salve hoping for a little miracle here with a 2-out rally. McKenna Barlow not in favor of that motion. 2-2 pitch. Change up, fouled off. Marissa got fooled but managed to get the bat on the ball. Still 2-2. Marissa Simpson steps back in. And the pitch. Little looping line drive caught by the shortstop, Megan Flaherty. There's your ball game. There is your victory for Curry and McKenna Barlow. Pitching yourself a fine 5-hitter, giving up just the 1 run way back in the first inning and shutting out Salve the rest of the way. So a doubleheader split. Salve takes the first game 4-0. Curry takes the second game 2-1 behind McKenna Barlow. Back to wrap things up for you after this timeout on WADK and WADK.com.
Certainly was the star of the second game, Bob, no doubt about it. A complete game for Barlow. She walked her first batter to the ball game, we mentioned a couple of times. That runner eventually came around to score on an RBI double by Jen Benoit, and that's all McKenna gave up. She had 6 shutout innings after that first inning walk. 7 innings for Barlow, 5 hits. The 1 run she gave up was earned. She struck out 5, and she only walked that 1 batter. And we mentioned it a couple of times. That was the only walk of the day from all the pitchers, and that 1 walker scored. So McKenna on the mound came through after that. Like I said, maybe a little nervous that first inning of walking an RBI double, but after that, she threw really a 4-hit shutout. So she was the star of the ball game. On the other side, if you want to look at the pitchers, we'll finish them first. Dominique Burnham went the first 4 innings. She couldn't get her changeup over for any strikes. She had trouble with her control a little bit, even though she didn't walk anyone. But she did give up 6 hits, and the one run she gave up was earned, a solo home run. She had 4 strikeouts. Kelsey Bowman came on in relief in the last 3 innings, struck out the first 2 batters she faced, but then gave up 3 consecutive hits as Kelly Duggan got another RBI with a single later in that inning. And that cost Bowman the second run and Salve the ball game. While Bowman was in there in her 3 innings, she had 2 strikeouts and just gave up 4 hits. So terrific pitching performance by all 3 pitches in the second game, but Middletown's McKenna Barlow comes out on top with a 2-1 victory.
For Curry in the second game, Ariel LaRosa went 3 for 4 and scored a run. 2 hits for Marissa Bruno, and a big solo home run and an RBI single for Kelly Duggan, who had a 2 for 4 afternoon, driving in both runs, including her first home run of her college career. And on the Salve side of things, well, they only had 5 hits in the game, so not a lot of hitting to talk about, and they were by 5 different players.
No, Katie Napier, that number 9 spot, is the only one who had 2. And I mentioned the big hit for the Salve team, Benoit's RBI double back in the first inning.
So with the doubleheader split, Salve now is 11-3 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference and 14-14 overall. Curry is now 8-4 in the conference and 18-12 overall. But still, a lot of softball left to go for both of these teams. Matter of fact, we can take a look at the schedule here for Curry. They've got to play a doubleheader Wednesday hosting Wentworth, a doubleheader on Thursday at Western New England, then the following week, a non-conference doubleheader with UMass Boston on Monday, and a regular season-ending doubleheader against, right now, first place Endicott at Curry a week from Wednesday there. So a pretty tough schedule for Curry in that one, and I thought I had written down the Salve schedule, but apparently I haven't. You've got that little program book there, right? What remains for Salve after this one?
Should I give it to you or not? No. They are at Roger Williams on the 16th. What day would that be? Wednesday? Wednesday they have a doubleheader, and on the 21st they're home for a doubleheader against Endicott. And I think that does it for league play. After that, they do have a few non-league games with the
they got UMass Dartmouth coming up there, but that's non-conference.
Right. So they have 2 conference doubleheaders by the end of this week.
So we're working our way toward the end of the regular season, but Salve's in very good position to definitely make the playoffs with the way they're standing right now, with the second best record in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. And so we have a doubleheader split. Nice job by Nicole Perry in the first game to throw that shutout in a 4-0 win for Salve, a 5-hitter with 8 strikeouts, no walks, as Nicole improved to 7-4. And I think that's pretty much going to wrap things up for us, Mr. Gizzi, on this Sunday afternoon that turned out to be quite the sunny Sunday afternoon.
It did turn out pretty nice, pretty warm. The clouds left, and 2 nice games, Bob, defensively, as well as the pitching and hitting performances. Salve with 11 hits the first game, Curry with 10 in the second game, twin. Curry had a complete game. 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Terrific fielding. They left 9 runners on base, and of course Barlow on the mound. A complete game win for the, no doubt about it, for the Colonels in the second game.
So next for us will be on Thursday. We go to high school baseball for a couple of games, Thursday and Friday. Thursday we'll be down at Cardines Field and have the Rogers squad, our first Rogers baseball broadcast. They host West Warwick. 3:45 is your game time on Thursday. At Cardines, we'll be on the air a little after 3:30 with that one. Then the next day, Friday, oh, look who's coming over. You want to talk to the old guy on the radio? I can do that, you know. Hang on a second. Let me get my microphone over here.
Oh, no.
Ha-ha. You came over.
Oh, man.
McKenna Barlow has joined us. You got to come close. Come up one more step. So how did that feel, Barlow?
Pretty good.
Let me, and I'll be truthful. First batter, first inning. Nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit shaky. But it's nothing like high school, really. But
what's the difference? Tell me the difference between college and high school.
I don't like the difference. It's just like it's a bigger, like, not atmosphere, but it's kind of like a bigger like the teams are tougher, and I know it's going to be like crazy, so it's like a big deal to like get an out. You know, like, I mean, like in high school it was a big deal, but I mean, it's a pretty big deal in college. You like to win.
I guess, and you did a good job of it, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a first batter walk. They scored a run on you in the first inning. Did that upset you at all? Because it didn't look like it bothered you.
No, it didn't, not at all. I mean, I knew it. I've learned so much. I mean, like, I've learned so much from this coach and from Rami. Rami just, she taught me everything I know. I mean, I have to give credit to a lot of credit to her. She knew what she was doing with me, and I just thought, what would Rami do in this situation? What would she make me do?
Good philosophy. I like that. What would Rami do?
What would Rami do?
That works.
Yeah.
More often than not. So first inning goes by, you settle down, you feel confident. You didn't look like you had any problems the rest of the way. You were cruising.
Thank you. Yeah.
It looked good. We were talking
good.
about it, that you just settled in, you were throwing strikes, a few scattered hits, no real threat at all.
I've learned a lot throughout my high school, and like, I mean, being a freshman and pitching is a big deal, but I mean, I've learned so much.
Did you expect,
high school.
McKenna, did you expect to pitch so much as a freshman?
No, I didn't. I mean, we've got two great pitchers ahead of me, but I mean, I didn't expect to pitch that much. They're great. One of them's right there, but she's a great pitcher. She's a great pitcher, but I mean,
that would be Lundstrom who just walked by there.
I'm getting up there. I'm learning a lot from them. So.
Well, you got a few appearances, and I think your earned run average is not going to go down like to 1.1 after this one, because you're throwing well, and it's a great learning experience, I would think.
Definitely. So much. It's such a great learning experience. I mean, I can't wait to continue throughout my years in college.
I'm going to look forward to following you and hopefully get a chance to put you on the radio again. Oh. That'd be cool if we did that next year, you know? Hey, McKenna, congratulations, son. That was a terrific game. Hope you just enjoy that for all it's worth.
I will.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, McKenna Barlow, our Middletown High School grad, with their complete game victory here and helping Curry get a split. That's kind of cool. I mean, we're big time Salve fans, but we're big time McKenna Barlow fans too.
Yeah, 4 singles. I think a couple of them were the infield variety. She gave up 1 hard hit double, like Bob mentioned, a leadoff walk scored, but she finished strong. Bobby mentioned that too. She retired the last 8 Seahawk batters.
Good, solid performance, McKenna. Way to go. What would Rami do? That works. I like that philosophy. I may have to apply that in my day-to-day living. I'm not sure whether it would work, but it's worth considering. All right, that's going to do it for us. Again, our baseball coming up Thursday and Friday, by the way, is Middletown hosting Coventry at 4. So high school baseball Thursday and Friday coming up on W80K and W80K.com. This is where we now practically genuflect and say thank you to Ed Habershaw, the Sports Information Director at Salve Regina, for everything he does in helping us prepare for these Salve broadcasts. Of course, Colin Sullivan, the AD, is a pretty important guy too, but Habershaw is invaluable when it comes to these broadcasts, so we appreciate everything Ed does for us.
Is he here today, Ed?
Yeah, see all that equipment over there? That's him. All right, that's going to do it, Mr. Gizzy. Nice job. I bet you're hungry.
I'm looking at that charcoal grill down there and the smoke and the aromas coming up. Yes, I am.
By the way, also a little tip of the hat and congratulations to the Salve seniors on their senior day. That would be the captains Jennifer Adine, Sarah Nelson, and Marissa Simpson. 3 really good seniors, that's for sure. All right, thanks to Art Berluti, our producer and director in studio, for taking good care of us. For Ralph Gizzi, it's Bob Angel here, and we have completed a Salve Regina softball doubleheader with Salve winning the opener 4-0 and Curry taking the nightcap 2-1. Thank you for joining us for a Sunday afternoon of college softball on W80K and W80K.com.